Okay, for 71, they want us to state whether these are equal, greater than, or less than. So 0.18, anything is going to be greater than 0.18, so that is greater than. Negative 13 and negative 17. Remember, if you had a number line, right? If you had a number line, here's 0, right? Negative 17 would be here. Negative 13 would be here, right? So negative 17 or negative 13 is to the right of negative 17, which means it is greater than it, right? You can always resort to the number line if you're not sure. 0.125 and 1/8. For this one, you could either change 0.125 into a fraction, which would be 125 over 1,000, and then reduce it by finding out the common factors. Or you could just take 8 into 1, right? And I think for that, that's probably easier, right? 1.000, however many times, right? So 8 goes into 10 one time. Let me erase the number line above it, right? Okay. So 8 goes into 10 one time, right? And it has a remainder of 2, right? So if you were going to use long division, right, you would come this way, right? 2 and bring down the 20. And so 8 goes into 22 times, right? There's a decimal point there. And it's 16, and then 4, bring down the 0. And 8 goes into 40 evenly, 5, and you find out that they're actually equal. 1/8 is a fraction that by now you should probably know is 0.125, but either way, if you didn't, you have to take that approach. Okay, negative 6 and negative 4, again, same thing on the number line. Here's 0, here's negative 4, here's negative 6. So negative 6 is to the left, which means it's less than negative 4. And E, we have 72% and 35/30ths. So there's a few ways you can do this. Let me make some space here, clear out all of this other work. Again, there's a couple ways, but let's just take a straightforward approach to this one. So 72% means 72 over 100, right? And we have 35 over 30. So one way we could do it, we could find a common denominator here. I could simplify my fractions first, which would make it easier. If I didn't want to simplify my fractions, let's say I just wanted to blindly go about this and say I'm going to multiply by 30 over 30, and this one by 100 over 100, right? Because then we'll get a common denominator of 3,000. Not the best way, but again, if you can't think of anything else, this will always work, right? So 35 times 100 is 3,500. That one's easy. 72 times 30, right? 72 times 3 is 6 and 216. So that means it's 2,160. Okay, so clearly we see that 72% is less because 2,160 is less than 3,500. Okay, and the last one, let's make a little space here again, just down here. And the last one, negative 0.25, right, and negative 0.05. So again, on the number line, right, 0. Negative 0.05 is here, 0.05. And then negative 0.25 is here. So negative 0.25 is to the left, which means it's less than that for number 71.